SWAT!
Hey guys, how's it going? Epos here, and today I want to talk a bit about Halo 4 multiplayer, because it has been requested that I continue to make them no matter what, because it turns out a lot of the YouTubers you guys are following are posting mostly Black Ops 2 content now that the game's come out. I, however, am not one of those people who have purchased the game. I was planning on doing a early let's play of the game just to check it out, get a quick run through, but my computer's not acting too well, my graphics card's kind of going kaput. I just probably exploded the mic there. I apologize. So that means I cannot do Black Ops 2, which is probably for the better. I do intend to get a single Black Ops 2 multiplayer video up to talk about some Call of Duty community universe things, but other than that, it's going to be Halo 4 and whatever I post from me. Today I wanted to give a few more tips on how to better approach a game like Halo 4, and this applies to all first-person shooters really, but I'm going to be primarily applying it to Halo 4, as it's a newer game, and these tips are more about approaching a brand new game. But like I said, you can really apply them to anything, and sometimes even to real life. So the main things I'm going to talk about is going to be about having an open mind and a positive attitude, and this ties in a bit with BBK Dragoon's Successful Mindset series, which I will link in the description below. That is a fantastic series, so I highly suggest you go check it out. Adaptability, but not excessive changeability. And lastly, knowing when to just call it quits, and that doesn't mean giving up. So jumping right into it, having an open mind and having a positive attitude is extremely important in order to do well in any game, especially one like Halo, and honestly to do well with anything in life really. Having an open mind and a positive attitude means going into it not assuming you're going to do poorly, not assuming you're not going to do well, and just, don't assume the game's gonna suck, don't assume you're gonna suck at the game. Otherwise, you're going to screw yourself over a bit with playing it. And I have done this to myself many a times when starting a new game, and it's always a mistake. So when you get Halo 4 and you're like, God, I just got it, I'm later than everyone else, I'm going to be one of those Christmas noobs or something, and I'm going to suck. Don't just necessarily come out and tell yourself that. I mean, it's okay to accept that you're not going to do well, but you need to do so in a positive light. You need to, come at it from a learning perspective, because anybody who comes brand new to a game is going to be learning for it, and you're going to be learning how to play, you're going to be learning the ins and outs and the mechanics of the game. So just come into it knowing, hey, I may not do my best, I may not play the best, but I'm going to play to my best, and I'm going to learn and get better at the game. And the same thing with how great or how your opinion of the actual game is going to be. Hey, I don't know much about this game, so let's see what it's all about. Or, hey, I've heard some complaints about this game, but let's give it a try for myself, rather than just saying, oh, this game's gonna suck. By automatically just putting it in a negative light in your own mind, you're not going to allow yourself to enjoy the game to its fullest, and even if you do enjoy it some, every negative event is going to be highlighted or overemphasized because you started out with that negative predisposition. Now with adaptability but not constant changeability, that is pretty important for any first-person shooter. Not necessarily other games per se, but, well, yeah, probably any game you play. You have to learn, to be adaptable when situations or circumstances aren't to your liking, but that also means, or that doesn't mean you have to keep changing them, and some people honestly do mistake that. So while, yes, if you run out of ammo, you can't just get in the middle of the map and be completely useless without your BR or AR or DMR. You have to be able to learn and adapt to using any weapons. And that doesn't mean heavy practice with every single weapon there is, anything like that. But just being adaptable and not letting some minor change throw you off your balance, that is key to doing well in any shooter or any game, really. But that doesn't mean changing things up all the time. A big thing when in games like Halo or Call of Duty, when there's a class-based system or loadouts or what have you, don't keep changing your weapon around all the time. Find something you're good with and that you feel comfortable with and you feel good about using, and stick with it for a while. Sure, you may want to try new things as time comes, but if you're constantly switching your weapons out for newer ones, constantly changing your classes, you're never going to get settled in one. You're never going to get used to using a single one, and that's really going to throw you off. If anything, that's going to make you opposite of adaptable, because you honestly can't just adapt to constantly being adaptable. You have to get used to something and then just be able to adapt when need be. So say, your main class is this DMR class with Promethean vision and sprint and all that. Having an extra class for when you need to, pop up a turret or something, sure, that's good, and you have to be able to, use it when you need it. But to just keep switching back like every death, you're not going to find a balance within yourself. And then knowing when to call it quits. And again, this doesn't mean giving up, but you have to understand a point when, if you're having just a bad night full of awful games and awful experiences, you kind of have to either give up hope that you're going to be an MLG Pro, Quickscope, or what have you, or take a break. Go play some campaign, go play some custom games, go play another game. There's plenty of games out there. Go play something else for a little bit, and then come back to it the next day or something. Or overall, if you end up not being good at the game and nothing you do is allowing you to get better at it, then frankly, just call it quits. You're not going to be great at Halo, so be it. There's nothing wrong with that. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Thank you for watching. As always, I will do my best to get some Halo 4 content out to you all. These have been these past 2 months have been the busiest months of my life, so I apologize for struggling to get content out there. But I do enjoy doing these videos for you all and interacting with you all, and I hope you enjoy watching them. Be sure to comment, like, subscribe, what have you, and have a nice day. Let me know what you'd like to hear me talk about with regards to Halo 4, or if you'd just like me to shut up. Be honest. See ya.
Five minutes remain. Next kill wins. Game over. Victory.